There is no key to success, only an exchange in value. Money is the measure and representation of that value. You can never make money that you don't already have. You cannot take without giving. So the only way to earn value is to sell value. There are three currencies or measures of value: time, information, and resource. Close to no one has resource and very few people have information. But what most people, if not everyone, has, is time. Money is the exchange between these currencies. That's the whole point of a job. You trade your time for resource in the form of salary, which you then use to fulfill your needs and wants. You trade information with resource and resource with time. When an individual has to perform a certain task to complete a certain project, they might trade their own resource with someone else's time, otherwise known as an employee. Someone might do the same with information, otherwise known as a book. If you consider yourself to be poor, then you consider yourself to have no value or a different currency of value. So do consider asking yourself, which value do you want to acquire and what value do you currently have that can be exchanged with it? If you want to make $1 million in value of perhaps resources, you need to already have $1 million in value of either time or information. If you want to succeed, you have to understand how money works, and know what success means to begin with. Success is a representation of pleasure, acceptance, and satisfaction of value, so the same concept applies. You need to already be successful, at least mentally, because a poor mindset as input leads to nothing but poor output. To have a glorified and wealthy life, you need to understand that who you are today is an accumulation of who you've been your whole life. Tomorrow is a consequence of today, the same way today is a consequence of yesterday. So there's no miraculous big decision you'll one day make that will change your life. All your big decisions are a direct reflection of your small decisions. So if you don't make the right small choices, you won't make the right big choices too. That's how addiction and psychological programming works. You have to make the right decisions. You have to choose success, because to become successful later you have to already be successful now. Money is an exchange of value. Any amount of money that you'll ever make is money that you already have as value. What poor people lack is an understanding of how the real world works when it comes to life achievement. They have no idea that they have to already be rich in one currency of value to become rich in another. There is no one-click get-rich scheme. There is no such thing as making money online doing nothing with no skills. So all those tutorials you've been watching are an absolute waste. You need to already have some kind of value to make more value. Everything in life, including this video, is an exchange of value. Even if something seems to be free, it never really is. If you were to actually read through all the terms and conditions you've agreed to, you'd quickly understand that everything comes at a price. All the free products and services that you consume are extracting some kind of value from you. You need to adjust your success dream life expectations to be more realistic, cause not everyone is going to succeed in the same exact way, otherwise it wouldn't have meaning. To succeed, you need to invest in your dreams with time, information, and resource. Not everyone has access to all three investments, so start with the one you already have, which probably might be time. The easiest investment you can make with your time is to get a job at your local area or invest in learning a new skill that you can sell in future as information. And perhaps if you're lucky, as in work hard enough, you'll be able to acquire the value of resource. The distribution between these values might seem counterintuitive and ironic, as what should be most valued is least valued, but it actually isn't, because value is in scarcity. There's an abundance of time, so it's the least valued. There's some information but not much, so it's valued more than time. But finally there's very few resources, so it's the most valued. So in other words, you need more time to earn information, and more information to earn resource. Therefore, if you can get your hands on the currency of resource, then you'll have the highest proportion of value, hence more success, which is why people who own land and minerals are one of the wealthiest set of people on earth. So if you ever get the opportunity, make sure to invest your value in real estate and agriculture, followed by academics and literature, cause if you do that, everyone will depend on you in the same way you currently depend on them. The chronology towards success is to first put yourself in a favorable position by knowing what, who, how, where, when, and why, which you'll have to find meaning to yourself, cause no one can help you with that, even if they pretend to. They'll probably be selling you absolute dog shit for their own personal gain, so be careful of online gurus. But while doing that, consider the following. First, invest your time in learning a new skill, then learn how to sell that skill to people. After that, learn how to make that skill work for you by minimizing as much repetitive tasks as possible and perhaps redistributing your service to third-party collaboration. Keep doing the same thing over and over again until you're satisfied. That's the closest thing you'll get to the supposed key to success. Hope this gave you some realistic advice. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.